Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio and welcome back to the channel. Very excited for today's video as I'm going to be, as you can see over here, unboxing a brand new guitar from Cerberus Guitars, and I'm super excited to do it. In case you're unfamiliar with who I am, my name is Corey and I'm a guitar player here on YouTube. In addition, I write and record my own original music. I would say predominantly in the hard rock space, or at least try to be in the hard rock space, and I actually just released a brand new song titled Stand Up last month. So if you like what you heard, I would really appreciate it if you go check out the song on any major streaming platform. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, of course. So if you could just check it out, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so for today's video, I'm going to unbox the guitar. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I decided to purchase the guitar. I'm going to take some close-up video and photos of the guitar to show you guys, just to kind of show it off a little bit more. And then I'm going to highlight the guitar specs. And then finally, I'm going to do a demo of the guitar just so you can hear what it sounds. And I'm really excited for the demo. I'm just going to tell you guys what the demo is going to be, just because at the time of recording this video, Linkin Park just announced their comeback. And I am a diehard Linkin Park fan, as you can probably tell from my Meteora box set over here. I'm a diehard Linkin Park fan, and so we're gonna put this guitar through the test, and I'm gonna do "Don't Stay" by Linkin Park, which is one of my all-time favorite songs. Once I unbox the guitar, it's gonna make total sense of why I picked "Don't Stay" for this guitar. So very excited to do the demo at the end as well. So I'm gonna list timestamps below, so if you want to skip to any part of the video, feel free to do so. So before we unbox this guitar, just a short story, a little bit about this guitar and why I decided to get it. So it's not a big reveal just because it's in the name of this video, but this is a Baritone guitar, and I've been waiting for this guitar for a little while now. Now previously I had a Baritone, I had a PRS 277. And I decided to sell that guitar in anticipation for this guitar, and I'm going to talk a little bit more later why I decided to do that. But I took a trip to Sweetwater last year and decided to sell my 277 while I was there, because I was expecting to kind of get this guitar sooner, and it took just a little bit longer to get this guitar. So I've been without a baritone guitar with call it 10-11 months or so. So just very excited to have a baritone guitar back in my possession. Okay, without further ado, let's unbox the guitar. Okay, so I might have spoiled what potentially this guitar might be from those initials. Very just excited to unbox this guitar, and I think I said this in my last unboxing video, but just opening a brand new guitar never gets old. It's literally like being a kid on Christmas, so just very excited about this part. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it's so great. It's like that new car smell. Man, I freaking love opening new guitars. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna let you guys see it first. Come on. Okay, here we go. How does it look? Oh, man. Okay, I see it in the camera. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Damn. This is really sick. Man, it feels great in the hand. Wow, okay. Just admiring it. Sorry, the silence is a good thing. Okay, just like first, just initial impression. So this guitar has a roasted maple neck. Might be able to tell from the camera. I'm going to try to get a close up, but one of the things that really jumps out to me is just how beautiful that feature is. I've heard just many people talk about the roasted maple neck, but in person, I think this is one of the first times that I've seen it. I think I've seen it at like some high-end guitar stores, but this is the first guitar that I actually own that has a roasted maple neck, and now I completely understand why it's sought after, because this thing is beautiful. Oh my God. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. Dude, I'm not going to lie. This guitar is sick. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I currently have in my possession a Cerberus guitar, XRC 6-string 30-inch baritone guitar. Okay, so this guitar is a signature artist guitar, and the artist is the great XRC, or better known as Xander Raymond Charles. So in case you're unfamiliar with the great XRC or Xander Raymond Charles, he is a solo artist. He puts out his own music. So in the fall of 2024, as I record this, Xander is currently a hired gun guitar player for the solo artist Elijah. And Elijah, I would say, is predominantly known in the hard rock space. I know his music is played all over SiriusXM Octane, channel 37. I've gotten the privilege to see Elijah a few times now. And let me tell you, if you don't know Elijah, check him out, because that dude is on the up and up. His music's really good. And he's a really young guy, so he's going to be just cranking out music, just going forward. I'm really excited to just see where his career goes overall. So in the fall of 2024 here, Elijah is actually currently gearing up for a tour with a band called Point North as well. So check out Point North, because those guys are awesome as well. I'm going to put a flyer in terms of the Point North / Elijah tour. So in addition to being his own solo artist and a touring gun for the solo artist Elijah, Xander also has a large YouTube following. I'll link to his channel right now as well, and a large Instagram following. He does just a lot of like cool things on the guitar that I've never seen, and this is his signature model. So very honored to be able to purchase this and to now have one in my possession. And as you guys can see, I actually display Xander's latest album here, Subtle Comeback. It's a fantastic album. I highly encourage you guys to listen to it because he is an influence to me. So very excited to just support his music, and then to just have his signature guitar in my possession. So even though I look up to Xander as a role model, and I'm fortunate enough to call him a good friend as well, this is a completely unbiased video. All the thoughts, opinions, reactions, and things are my own. Nobody put me up to this. I'm just a guy that likes to acquire cool guitar stuff that wants to share it with an audience. So that's really it at the end of the day. Okay, so let me share some of the guitar specs with you guys right now. So as I mentioned before, this is a collaboration with the great Xander Raymond Charles, XRC, designed to meet his specs, which is a 6-string baritone, sporting the first ever Guitarmery mortar humbucker size P90 pickup. Really, really interesting. I think that's a very, very unique idea in terms of a pickup. Made in South Korea, and then it was fully QC'd in the US prior to shipping. So really getting down to some of the specs, 30-inch scale, mahogany body. I'm all for the mahogany body. For me, mahogany body is just my favorite. I think all of my PRSs actually have a mahogany body, if I'm not mistaken. Overall, it's got the bolt-on roasted maple neck with the natural wood headstock. It's got an ebony fretboard too. I'm really starting to like the ebony fretboards more. Again, I only have a few guitars with the ebony fretboards, but really just liking just the feel of that. 24 stainless steel frets as well. That was another appealing thing about that. That's a little bit more of a high-end feature to have the stainless steel frets. I currently don't have any guitars that have the stainless steel frets, so really excited about that. It's got the block inlays, right? Very classic block inlays. I love that. It's got the dot inlays as well. So again, I only have one other guitar with that. Pickup, just one in the bridge, the Mortar P90 guitar humbucker. And then it's got the Hipshot bridge and locking tuners as well. And then technically the color is a gloss black silver burst with a black back and sides. Say that 5 times fast, right? And then you get the hard shell case. So, and currently this retails for $1,400, and there's 4 in, at least as of right now, there's 4 in stock. Okay, so now that we've gone over the specs, let me talk about why I personally decided to buy this guitar. So a couple reasons. First of all, just some of the high-end appointments are very appealing to me. So I tend to buy, I would say, guitars in the $800 to $1,000 range. I want to buy guitars that are nice, that are affordable, but that aren't like super cheap, right? So that way, if something ever happens to it, if it gets stolen, whatever the reason is, I could replace $800 to $1,000. So this guitar, as you guys saw previously, retails for $1,400, and with that $1,400 price tag, you get some additional, I would say, features or some upgrades. So first of all, I talked about this earlier, but for me, just I would say out the gate, the 30-inch Baritone was the most appealing to me. So previously, I had a PRS 277. So that PRS 277 had the exact same pickups as this PRS SE standard 24. So it had the same pickups, and my 277 obviously was a 27.7-inch scale, but just tonally sounded the same, and it probably should sound the same, right? It's got the exact same pickups as this guitar, but just having that longer scale length didn't really change a lot for me. And so I just felt like I had two guitars that duplicated the same effort, and I love this guitar. This was actually kind of the first guitar that I purchased outside of my starter guitar, so I didn't want to get rid of this one. So I decided to sell the PRS 277 Baritone for the XRC-6 30-inch Baritone that we just unboxed because of the 30-inch scale. Okay, so for me, the 30-inch scale was the most appealing feature of this guitar, to have a 6-string guitar as a 30-inch baritone. If you're gonna be a baritone, right? And what better way to do that than a longer scale, 30-inch scale? It's just gonna allow me to do a lot more in those drop tunings. In addition, I talked about this before, but the roasted maple neck is just gorgeous. So I don't have any guitars that have the roasted maple neck. In fact, most of my guitars, kind of hard to see from here, but have kind of the gloss neck, right? So the wood necessarily isn't exposed. And so this is just a beautiful feature of just having the natural wood. So I love that about this guitar. Locking tuners are always a plus, right? Always an appealing feature for me. These look like very, very high-end tuners. I'll take some close-up of these right now, but these tuners just look unbelievable. They look very stable. Headstock's very unique. This is very cool. So a couple other things going to the body that really appealed to me. So first of all, the single bridge pickup, right? I 95% of the time play in the bridge pickup. I maybe use the neck here and there, and it's predominantly going to be clean tones. I literally never use the neck pickup for distorted tones. I'm just a guy that likes to live in the bridge, right? So I love the minimalist aspect of this guitar, that there's literally no bridge pickup. You've got just a single P90 in the bridge, which is cool, and then you've just got the one volume, right? So the more that I've been playing guitar, the less and less I'm kind of messing around with the tone knobs on the guitar itself. I usually just mess around with the tones in my guitar amp modeler, if you will. So just having that single volume for me was very, very appealing, and so I just love the minimalist aesthetic of this guitar. In addition, the silver burst is sick, right? This is just a sick color. I have been kind of looking for a silver burst guitar. Most notably, I'd say the Fenders, right? There's a couple Strats out there that are silver burst. So there's some nice silver bursts out there, but they're kind of few and far between. So just the color of this is just very appealing to me. I think this is going to pop very, very well playing live. So the silver burst was definitely an additional feature that I sought after. So for me, there's just a lot of things on this guitar that I don't have with my other ones, as you can see over here. So there's a lot of unique features, and I think it's because of that slightly higher price point than I would usually go after. But man, I can tell you, just on the surface, just looks wise, just absolutely beautiful. There's not literally a single thing that I would change in terms of the aesthetics. I mean, it's got the locking tuners, the cool headstock, the roasted maple neck, the silver burst, the single volume, bridge pickup as well. There's not a single thing from a looks perspective that I would change. This is literally, like, I would say, my perfect guitar in terms of how I would design a guitar, just in terms of the aesthetics. So those are a couple reasons why I decided to get this guitar. I'm kind of sick of rambling. I really, really want to try this guitar. As I said previously, we're going to demo this baritone with a Linkin Park song, right? One of my all-time favorite Linkin Park songs, which is Don't Stay. I think for this 30-inch baritone, that is a perfect song to demo. So, all right, without further ado, here's this guitar in action. Linkin Park, Don't Stay.
breathe. Sometimes I need you to stay away from me. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need you to go. Don't forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back. You don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take on your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back. You don't stay. Sometimes I feel like I trusted you too well. Sometimes I just feel like screaming at myself. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need to be alone. Don't forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back. You don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take on your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back. You don't stay. I don't need you anymore. I don't want to be ignored. I don't need one more day of you wasting me away. I don't need you anymore. I don't want to be ignored. I don't need one more day of you wasting me away. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into, just giving myself back. You don't stay. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. Take on your faithlessness with you, just giving myself back. You don't stay. Don't stay. Don't stay.
Okay, so what did you guys think? Final thoughts, wrap up is this guitar is sick, dude. As I said earlier, again, aesthetically, it's gorgeous. It's just a perfect guitar. Again, for me personally, kind of the things that I like, more specifically on the body, right? And I talked about this, but just having like the single bridge pickup is very appealing to me, just personally as a player. But looks-wise, it's beautiful. Tone-wise, it just sounds killer. I'm just so excited to just have a baritone in my possession again. So if you want to pick up one of these guitars for yourself, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. Cerberus is a smaller guitar company, right? So this might be a limited run. So if you like what you saw, like what you heard, I would definitely jump on it and get it. One other really cool thing, it's a very subtle detail, but my specific serial number for my guitar is 78. So really cool to kind of own one of the first 100 guitars in this. That's just, I guess, a very small thing that I'm nerding out about, but really cool to see that I own one of the first 100 guitars of this run. You guys will definitely be seeing this guitar way more on the channel, so very excited to just continue to play this. Lastly, I'm gonna say, this message is for Xander specifically, but dude, I'm incredibly proud of you. Thank you so much for working with Cerberus, for putting out a killer product. Just having something for me to now enjoy and to play live. Just what a cool thing to just take your design now on the road myself and to be able to play in front of audience. This is just from something that you created. So just from me to you, just incredibly proud of you, dude, and very excited for to see what's going to come in the future. So just as a reminder, if you could check out some of my original music, I just put out a brand new song, Stand Up. It's available on every major streaming platform. I would appreciate it. In addition to hitting the like, subscribe button, doing all of the things to make the YouTube algorithm happy, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to play this guitar more in my spare time off camera. So I'll check you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.